Kevin Stefanski. Now, Kevin has been announced that Kevin Stefanski will be the next head coach of my Atlanta Falcons when it comes to this. And straight off, I want to give my straight honest opinion. I like the move. Kevin Stefanski, his time in Cleveland, it was really I can't it was like really like a hot and cold type of thing because he did at a certain point have a quarterback and didn't have a quarterback, so he had to deal with a whole bunch of different things. This year he had to deal with the whole Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, Shador Sanders situation. Ultimately gave the reins to Shador Sanders. But the one thing I gotta say about Kevin Stefanski is that when it came to coaching the Browns, the Browns always had a good defense. The Browns always had a good pass defense, and that's the one thing I'm looking at when it comes to that. I'm going to assume it is not confirmed yet that he's going to bring in his own defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz from the Browns to the Falcons, and I can't even lie to that. I would love that because look at what Myles Garrett was doing this whole season with Kevin Stefanski as head coach and then Jim Schwartz as a defense coordinator. Now I do like I do like our defensive coordinator currently right now, but I feel like this would be another move that can help these guys like take the next step because imagine going from working with a very good defensive head coach to working with a defensive coordinator that helped Myles Garrett take a leap into basically the Hall of Fame because Myles Garrett is going to be a Hall of Fame. Kevin Stefanski was around for Cleveland for quite a couple of years, and now he is now in Atlanta. What does this mean for the future of the Atlanta Falcons? Well, the biggest picture they got to solve is the quarterback position. Michael Penix Jr. is injured currently right now. Kirk Cousins is all but gone. I do not expect Kirk Cousins to start next season for the Atlanta Falcons. I fully expect him to be gone by the end of the season. So what does that mean for the quarterback position? Well, the Falcons have been rumored to going after quarterback in free agency, and the two names that have been linked to the Falcons right now are Mac Jones, who is currently right now the backup quarterback for San Francisco, who just got beat in the playoffs by Seattle, and I believe Stetson Bennett, who is the backup or third string to the Rams, if I remember right. And Stetson Bennett has ties because he went to school in Georgia, and if you guys remember, he is a very I wouldn't say he's good. He's a very good quarterback, but I think for what the Falcons are looking for right now, considering the fact that we don't even have a first round pick, I would probably go for Matt Jones in that general standpoint because Matt Jones he has experience in the Kyle Shanahan offense. He's gonna be like decently, and we're not really gonna expect the world of him to light up, and he's really just gonna be a bridge quarterback for Michael P.S. Jr. for when Michael Penis Jr. does come back during the middle or second half of the 2026 season. But in all honesty, this is going to be the start of hopefully what is going to be the turnaround for the Atlanta Falcons. Because I can't lie to you guys, with Matt Ryan being announced as the new president of football, I didn't even get to do a video about that because it's been a couple of days and I don't want to like do something that's already been like announced like a couple of days ago. But Matt Ryan being the head of football now and making his first official decision by hiring Kevin Stefanski, the next decision that we got to go is hire a very good GM who's going to lead us into the future because this team underachieved last year. Even though we almost made the playoffs and we finished with the 8-9 record, this team underachieved. This team should have been at least a 10-win season. I got the clip. I got the clip of what I predicted for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to put in now. Yeah, you see that? I predicted this team to finish with 10 wins. And this team finished with 8 wins. And the only reason, I don't even know how we got to 8 wins. I really don't, because it seems like once we were out of the playoffs, that's when we started winning. And that seems very suspicious in this general standpoint. But now the Atlanta Falcons have done one of the two things that they need to do. Go out and find a new head coach. And this head coach has years of experience in a tough division in the AFC North. I'll be honest, he has experience with offense that has taken a very good step. He's worked with good running backs. He had Nick Chubb for a couple of years ago when it came to him being on the Cleveland Browns. And even though the quarterback situation not solved, he has a high tier offense. And if he brings in his own defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz with this Falcons defense, there's a lot of possibilities, man. There's a lot of possibilities, but in all standpoint, Kevin Stefanski being announced as the new Falcons head coach, I definitely do like the hire when it comes to that. I think there was probably one better name that we could have gone for. I don't believe John Harbaugh was ever going to come to Atlanta Falcons, but still, Kevin Stefanski, very good hire. I'm excited to see what the future holds for Atlanta Falcons. I want you guys to let me know your opinions down in the comments down below, and I will see you guys all next video.